Today we will hear member statements from the honourable members for the District of Cape St. Francis, Baie-Verte Green Bay, Exploits, Labrador West and Arbor Main. The Honourable, the member for Cape St. Francis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, throughout Canada, October marks Autism Awareness Month, a time to celebrate difference and reflect on the importance of awareness, acceptance, and understanding in all aspects of our community. We have the opportunity to share the importance of learning about autism and for everyone to take their own measures to raise awareness with autism spectrum disorder. In our province, 1 in 57 people are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder annually, the highest incidence in the country. In my former career, I had 27 years of experience working with individuals with autism and have always admired their strengths, supported their challenges, and praised their accomplishments. On a personal level, my godson, Kip Chalker, was recently diagnosed with autism. A smart, happy boy in kindergarten who has a positive future ahead of him thanks to a loving, supportive, and inclusive family to help guide Kip along his way. Mr. Speaker, I ask all honourable members to join me in recognising October as Autism Awareness Month, to advocate for those living with autism, and applaud the family members who provide the care, safety, and security to their loved ones. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Baie-Verte Green Bay.
Mr. Speaker, today I recognize the late Diane Noble of Baie-Verte. On June 27, 2021, the communities of Baie-Verte and Nippers Harbour said goodbye to one of its dearly loved and respected residents. Diane Noble was just at the tender age of 57. Diane had a keen sense for politics and always looked forward to the broadcast from this Honourable House of Assembly, as well as the broadcast from the nation's capital. Like her mother, Greta, regardless of where you saw Diane, at home, in a vehicle, or at a convention, the knitting needles and a ball of wool would be not too far away. Whenever you were in her company of Diane, you knew she would have you smiling, a very warm-hearted and fun-loving lady. Our thoughts are with her twin sister, Debbie, her parents, Warwick and Greta Osborne, brother Dennis Noble, and all who knew her, including a large circle of extended family and many, many friends. I ask the honourable members to join me in offering condolences to the Noble and Osborne family. Thank you, Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Exploits.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, on Friday, October the 15th, I attended the funeral of an icon and community leader in the town of Bishops Falls, Mr. Oliver Rose. Oliver started his teaching career of 30 years in Bishops Falls, and during this time, he also served both as councillor and mayor for the town. Oliver also dedicated 45 years volunteering his time in many capacities, including president of the Bishops Falls Lions Club and chair of the board of directors of the Lions Maxims Camp. He was a dedicated Lion who worked tirelessly to ensure that the Lions Club remained successful. Following Oliver's retirement, he suffered a devastating stroke. Lo and behold, Oliver adapted to his limitations and continued to serve his community in any way he could. The town of Bishops Falls would not be where it is today without the contributions of Oliver Rose. Mr. Speaker, I ask all honourable members to join me in saying farewell to my teacher, councillor, fellow Lion, and friend, Mr. Oliver Rose. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Labrador West.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise today to acknowledge Marty Byrne from Labrador West. Marty is a Labrador West ceramic pottery artist who opened up an exhibit called Labrador Erratics at the Craft Council of Newfoundland and Labrador Gallery this year. Marty's work reflects Labrador and the beauty of the land and the Northern Lights. Marty has also a small pottery business based out of his garage called Burn and Mud. We all tune into Marty's social media to watch his kiln openings, to see the beautiful ceramics he's created, and to see the ceramics painted by people from the community who have attended one of his many events. Marty is a major supporter of many local artists. encouraging them to exhibit their works. In July, Marty held the 3rd annual Art Wander Show, where artists in the community exhibit their works along the Tanya Lake Trail. This show has grown to be a community favorite and a platform for artists in the community to showcase all their works. I ask all members to join me in thanking Marty Byrne for showing us his beautiful works and encouraging many other artists to do the same as him. Thank you.
The Honourable, the member for Arbor, Maine.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today in this honourable House, I would like to congratulate the winners and nominees at the recently held Premier's Athletic Awards ceremony here in St. John's. These athletes are recognized for their outstanding accomplishments in sport, and I am extremely proud of the fact that 2 athletes from the Harbour Main District were honored and recognized for their success and achievement. I would like to congratulate Hallie Joy of Harbour, Maine for her dedication, hard work, and excellence in the sport of softball, and Drew Shepard of Seal Cove for his commitment and endurance in the sport of ball hockey. It takes a lot of passion and commitment to excel in any sport, but it also demands perseverance and stamina. These athletes and all athletes has certainly done us proud as a province. I ask all honourable members of this House of Assembly to join with me in congratulating Hallie and Drew and all the award winners and nominees of the Premier's Athletic Awards on their invaluable achievements in sport. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.